In my personal view, I think no skeletal remains were ever discovered in 2012 May. It is very difficult to accept that from the custody of a premier agency like CBI, this form of crucial evidence can go missing. The investigation itself was half-baked and everybody was in a rush to charge sheet me because they were running out of time. Rahul Mukherjee claims to be the fiancé of my daughter and he claims that he had last seen her, and I think he needs to be taken into custodial interrogation. There could be a possibility that I was put into this whole thing, dragged into this whole thing just to protect someone who's the actual culprit. This new revelation that the skeletal remains are missing gives me all the more reason to believe that she may be alive. In my personal view, I think no skeletal remains were ever discovered in 2012 May. It was all a concocted story because it is very difficult to accept that from the custody of a premier agency like CBI, this form of crucial evidence can go missing. So I think that evidence never existed, and on account of this manipulated, botched up investigation, by several kind of agencies and organizations, I think my two daughters and myself, we have gone through a lot. My entire life has turned topsy-turvy. My Sheena is still missing. My younger daughter, who was still a minor at that time when I was arrested, has gone through a lot of emotional turmoil and a lot of hardships in her life. And I think it is time that we take this up as a moral responsibility and a social responsibility to find out who did this to me and my daughters and why. I think that is the need of the hour. And I think the investigation itself was half-baked and everybody was in a rush to charge sheet me because they were running out of time, and the necessary people must be interrogated again. Why a DNA expert had to cut out printed coordinates and change them to make a DNA report. He must be taken into custodial interrogation, and I feel that very strongly that since Rahul Mukherjee claims to be the fiancé of my daughter and he claims that he had last seen her, and I think he needs to be taken into custodial interrogation, and because there is nothing to establish that he ever filed a missing complaint or went to any police station ever to file a missing complaint. How can you not file a missing complaint of a person you are living with, a person you claim to love so much? You would have turned everything upside down to file a report, and it has come on record that his own mother had given him the contact details of Parambir Singh at that time, who was in charge of the region. So why did you not go to Parambir Singh if no police station was taking your complaint? And neither Mumbai police nor CBI has been able to establish that Rahul Mukherjee ever went to any police station to file a missing complaint. In fact, on the contrary, he left Sheena's car, in the airport, in the Mumbai airport, and he ran away. So, and without informing anybody, who leaves a car in a parking lot? So there are many unanswered questions, and I think he needs to be questioned. With this new development, till now, up until today, I've never thought about this. But today several journalists asked me this question, that were you framed in this case because somebody was trying to protect Rahul Mukherjee and wanted to shift the blame to you? And this has never occurred to me, and I said, hang on, this is something very new. And this is when I thought that I think this could be a possibility of framing me. And on one hand, it is very easy to think that, oh, it could be political, it could be that, but it could be jolly well personal. It could be a parent protecting someone. We don't know. And, people go to any extent to protect their loved ones. And there could be a possibility that I was put into this whole thing, dragged into this whole thing, just to protect someone who's the actual culprit. And it is time now, with all these things coming out, it is time. See, truth is unfolding. I am not having to do anything to prove my innocence. The prosecution witnesses themselves are proving my innocence. The prosecution themselves, by making this statement today, has proved my innocence. That I was saying all this from day one, and today the truth is unfolding. So I think we need to pursue this. Why this has gone missing? Where is it? It cannot vanish from a CBI headquarters. I don't believe this. Either it never existed, that is one possibility, or these remains obviously clearly were never of Sheena.
From your surroundings, we have listened many times that Sheena is still alive. What is your thought on it?
See, I don't know whether Sheena is alive or not alive. I wish for her to be alive. Obviously, as a mother, that is going to be my only wish, and her welfare is my only kind of, interest and my prayers. But I don't know what to say anymore. But this new revelation that the skeletal remains are missing gives me all the more reason to believe that she may be alive.